Okay, so here's a plant that I didn't actually do a video on, but I really should do a video on it. I have shot pieces and parts of video on this in the past, but I don't think I actually ever stitched it together and made one video out of it. We're going to talk about this plant here. This plant is called Yarrow. This plant can come in colors of white, yellow, and pink from what I understand. And this is the white version. That's the native version that grows around here. I did not plant this. These are weeds. They come up on their own. Yarrow is one of the kind of plants that you really want to get yourself involved with. And if you see it growing around the edges of your property, it's probably a good idea to leave it. It's not going to hurt anything. This plant is good because it has a lot of medicinal uses, which I don't know off of hand right at the moment. But you can do a lot of things with this plant. And it's not poisonous, but it's not necessarily edible either, but it can be used medicinally. I think you can make tea with it and stuff like that. It's a wonderful plant to have growing around. It's very showy, and you can identify yarrow simply because of the types of leaves that it has. You can't mistake that leaf for anything, even when it's not in its flowering stage. I mean, I can probably walk you around and find other yarrow plants that ain't got flowers on it and show you what yarrow looks like when you see it coming up. For example, see down here, you can see all those little plants coming up. You can tell that's yarrow. You know, there might be one or two growing over there. There's no flowers on it, but you know what it looks like based on that leaf type. There's no other plant that really quite looks like that. Let's see if we can smell it, maybe even taste that. It has a nice smell to it. As far as taste, it's got a very astringent taste. It sort of starts to fall into that bitterness of like wormwood or Artemisia absinthium, or maybe Artemisium vulgaris, something in that range. Kind of has that bitterness to it. But it's not necessarily meant to be eaten. You, like I say, you could probably make teas with it, and you can use it as a salve, and there's other uses for this plant. Let's take a look over here. There's actually a more developed flower cluster over here, and it's quite a beautiful plant. It really is. And so I let them grow when I see them. Though I can't let them all grow, I just let a few of them grow because they really do spread themselves out all over the yard. So I just let a few of them go at a time. That's what yarrow looks like. If you see this plant growing, you know you have yarrow. All right, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.